accordion. There's no denying that sound. Steve Urkel made it cool in the 90s, and Virginia musician Miles Hoyle is giving the old squeeze box a new 2020 mission. This is Accordion at Your Door.
I think it's a win-win for everybody.
That's right, this popular polka instrument is now dazzling music lovers on their doorsteps, including these two music lovers who are about to get married.
I knew my brother was playing in something, but I had no idea it would be this.
Instead of getting something off their registry, something that's replaceable, I just thought it'd be a fun, unique, different sort of gift that, create a lasting memory.
It's the gift of music.
I think it, helps bring them a little joy too, or at least I hope so. It was amazing. Yeah, lifelong memory here.
We're cranking up the tunes. Today, we have musicians from across the country who are using their talents to spread positivity. Turn up the volume. We've got a great set lined up. This is Good to Know.
Come on out. Real bite.
I was flabbergasted at what was inside it.
I share my heart, and I like people to feel what I feel when I'm playing.
There's definitely a connection that you can keep through that. And one of the reasons I love teaching is it's people and just having a ministry in people's lives. I just love that.
When you do something to help others instead of helping yourself, it makes you feel good.
It's why we do it. It's things like this that make it all worthwhile.
It's just a wonderful thing to be able to do.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Good to Know. I'm your host, Lindsay Boach. We keep it positive here, and today we are turning up the music. Music can be so powerful. It can stir up so many emotions, and it can even be great therapy.
Hello everybody. It is my favorite time of the day because it is time for music.
It is the same start every day, and with good reason.
I say ooh, ooh, ah, on a sunny day. Provide something predictable and structured and joyful.
Her audience are kids with autism, like Cooper.
So he was completely nonverbal until about a year ago, and he loves school. He misses school, and he misses...
That was Cooper dancing in the next room because Miss Katie was on.
When parents let me know that they're watching, I get to give their children a special hello by name, which to me is the best thing ever.
Katie works at the Trellis School that teaches those with autism, so one day this ultra runner decided she couldn't let her students roam the world without some music. So on her 77th mile one week, she decided to make the world's pain go away for them by using music as medicine.
Oh, I like that one. It would give them a way to non-verbally work through some of the things that are happening in their world. Hello to my fingers, yes. I'm not exactly sure what they're walking in with, how they're feeling when they first jump on Facebook. My goal is that I know how they're feeling when I'm done. There was a boy who lived.
She can't hear the applause, but she can feel the love.
No, I won't be afraid. So I had a grandma message me and say, "Thank you for making my grandson so happy." Na 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 na. Hey, 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 goodbye. When I saw that, I was just, thank you for making my grandson so happy. And I was just lit. I was lit up. See, tell. Let it be.
Our next musician really knows his stuff. He's been playing music for 8 decades.
When you sit in on a practice session of the Philip Paul Trio named for the drummer here, there is way more to the music than you might guess. This is about being in the presence of someone who helped make jazz what it is, an exceptionally humble drummer.
I'm a friendly guy, and you can approach me and we could start talking about anything.
Like his life, which starts with these two. When Philip was just a kid coming up in Harlem, his parents rented drums for him.
My father was a musician too, so we would go to the music store for him to get something that he might need, and I'd have some spoons and knives and forks, and I'd pick anything up that I could bang on the table and play.
His dad noticed and acted on it, making that one of the best gifts of Philip's life.
Yeah, that was, because here I am years later playing the drums.
Still playing at the age of 95. For Philip, it's clearly just a number, which he happened to celebrate the live music night the trio played in a socially distanced way at the Symphony Hotel and Restaurant. They played and people danced. They played and people smiled. They played and people clapped. It's been the way of Philip's world, and this is hard to believe, for more than 8 decades. His piano man says Philip serves the music.
I might just play a few chords in the rhythm that I'm feeling, and Philip just comes in immediately with exactly the right vibe, exactly the right tempo and feel and rhythmic pulse, and it's just there.
Call it years of experience. Philip doesn't brag about it. He just reveals it when he shares pieces of his past.
I've had what I call these Philip Paul moments, where he'll be like, well, I was down at the club with Diz and Miles, and I was like, wait, stop. What did you just, stop the story, what did you just say?
Bassist Matt Holt says he was playing with Philip for years before he realized, thanks to those moments, he was making music with a man who performed with the likes of Dizzy Gillespie in places like Cincinnati's Cotton Club and the Apollo in New York City.
Which is a pretty incredible thing that I don't think many people my age will be able to say. So that's one of the kind of the great honors of my life.
His words hit Philip's ears.
I never knew he felt like that.
Like the music he loves. Just look at the smile. It's no wonder this music man keeps playing. Lucky is the listener.
What we call a smooth jazz on a hot quarantine night or something like that.
Ed Thomas first picked up the saxophone more than 40 years ago and hasn't put it down since, performing across the globe, including at the Cincinnati Music Festival twice.
That was huge. I played in Las Vegas since I retired, and I've been to Nigeria and played.
These days, he has to settle for an audience of one, his wife Ingrid, and the venue, his home in Forest Park. The pandemic has kept him off a real stage for months, so he thought,
how can I come up with a way to share my gift of music and love for music with other people?
By playing for audiences near and far on Facebook Live in a series he's calling Jazz Fridays, and fundraising for a different local nonprofit each time, starting with Rosemary's Babies.
For me, it's more of expression. I share my heart, and I like people to feel what I feel when I'm playing. In general, I'm an introvert. I'm not, usually the guy that's the life of the party and all that kind of stuff. That's her up there, my wife.
Though COVID-19 may keep concert venues empty for a while longer,
music, you can always find a place for it, and no matter what the setting is. So I just keep playing, I keep grinding. As my grandmother used to say, this too will pass.
It's so awesome to see how music can bring us all together, especially when we need it the most. And that's what one neighborhood in Tennessee found out.
While the Music City hit the pause button, this One Nation's neighborhood pressed play. And this playlist features Ross Livermore and Dan Holmes.
Some people call us the Stoop Boys.
They made their neighborhood debut just a couple of months ago.
Right around my birthday, we were like, why don't we set up the instruments as like a birthday celebration?
Then by accident,
we just set up on the front porch and started playing, and neighbors came out.
From there, every Saturday night, this normally quiet neighborhood turns into a social distance concert.
Everyone was really respectful of everyone else's space, so you'd have groups and people who live together all seated in their little areas.
Yeah, it's what we look forward to every week.
And it's just nice to know that every Saturday we can wake up and know that we've got something from 5 to 7 where we can sit down and relax and just listen to music.
Baby, get ready. It's not a paid gig, but there's a reward.
It took a global pandemic, but it's been nice to get to know people.
Turning neighbors into friends.
Everybody only knew each other by their dogs' names, so now everybody knows each other by their names now.
We're the only people that we had during quarantine was our neighbors, so that was a fun experience to meet them.
There's so much more that's good to know as we connect through music.
There's definitely a connection that you can keep through that. And one of the reasons I love teaching is it's people and just having a ministry in people's lives. I just love that.